welcome back to the Elbis and Elbis World Class Podcast. What's going on? I'm joined here with Elbis.
Right, pal.
Well, this week I've been looking at my horoscopes. What do you think about all that, pal?
Though easy to dismiss as nonsense, we can look to the natural world for clear examples of how the sky clock affects the worlds around us.
Oh, come on, pal.
Turtles only hatch at a full moon, and bamboo is immune from insect attack when cut in accordance with specific celestial positioning. An old saying goes that millionaires do not use astrology, but billionaires do, with many historical power plays taking place in sync with significant astral alignments. Perhaps one could argue that this is nothing but self-fulfilling prophecy, but as Macbeth would surely testify, it matters not if the witches were indeed psychic, or if their words were simply the catalyst for his own self-destruction.
Welcome, that Magic Meg didn't win it every week then. The lottery I'm on about.
What's going on with Elbis? Elbis.
Well, everyone, welcome back to the Elbis and Elbis World Class Podcast. It's season 3, the start of the new season.
Season 3, episode 1,
Bloody
long
hell.
awaited.
No,
Thank
you
God
lot,
it's here.
You
That's all
lot
I
have
can
been
say.
banging on to us every week. Oh, God, Elbis, when you're going to start bloody doing this season and all that?
Now.
Well, now's the time, let's just say.
Yep.
And I, for one, am happy to be back in the studio recording the season rather than an album review in a way.
Yeah, well, we got a bit sick of album reviews.
Yeah,
didn't
we did, to be honest.
We did.
But we might do one later.
Well, yeah, as an after party, but it'll be
Yeah.
more of a casual album after
it'll-
party
it'll
rather than a
almost- yeah.
dedicated review.
It's like, this is the proper work, and it's like the after party sort of us to unwind. Sort of,
Nice, easy time
Yeah,
for us.
just a nice time. Review a couple of albums, slag people off if they need to be slagged off, or just enjoy an album.
But the series is our bread and butter.
Yeah, it is,
This
yeah,
is where
yeah,
the quality
yeah, it is.
information
Yeah,
comes
it
out
really
for
is.
you fans, and this is what you need to be listening
And it's almost,
to.
this is where we educate the world in some ways. I
In
think,
some
yeah.
ways, you are right on that.
However-
Yes, well spoken, pal.
There's something we need to talk to the fans about.
Oh, is there now?
I've heard the rumours, pal. Now, you're probably all thinking, oh God, where have Elbis and Elbis been recently?
Only been a couple of weeks, 3 weeks maybe.
Elvis-
That's it. Now it's been going on.
Elbis the
It's
Wise, and they call him the Wise One. Elbis the
yeah,
Wise
yeah.
has contracted a deadly
Oh,
disease.
here
A
we
disease
go.
that
Here
he
we
is
go.
riddled with.
Good
Well,
God.
almost.
Actually,
That
no, I'm
means I
not.
could not.
I'm clean as a whistle. That's a lie
Well, Paul,
at the moment.
a disgusting, deadly disease.
No, not at all.
You was
Listen,
contracted.
I
with
never
or
get
whatever.
infections.
Now,
I never get infections.
Next week you're going camping with some blokes or something.
Oh,
Harvard,
God.
and this
What
is
is it with
this
you?
is what the rumours are
Honestly,
saying. And
this
I'm
is
worried
an
that there's going to be
absolute
another bloody disease contracted then.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
worried
yeah.
as a friend and I'm worried as a partner because
Whatever.
professionally we need this
Yeah.
potty doing, and I can't rely on you with your bloody infections.
Well, what I'd like to tell the fans is it's funny.
God,
that it's
bloody
because,
rumours
all
all
right,
bloody week.
I
I've been trying to
admit-
answer.
I admit, a couple of weeks ago, I
Oh,
was
yes.
feeling a little bit unwell,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I thought, hang on a minute, I might have an infection of some kind here. So what I did is I got in touch with the person who has had more infections than anybody else I ever know, and I described a couple of symptoms to him, and within 2 minutes, to his credit, he was around the studio with all manner of testing kits, testing me for all
Whoa!
sorts of infections that he's had in the past. Turns out, yes, I did have one of them. It cleared up in a couple of days, and that's it.
Well-
But it's amazing, isn't it, how you had all them, test kits
I'm
and
medically trained.
treatments
It's not
to
my
have.
fault.
Get stuff.
Listen,
You are
pal, if
medically
you...
trained.
I'll
You
help
are
you next
medically
time. I am
trained.
medically trained and
Yeah,
I was there to
whatever.
help.
Let's get
But-
on with it anyway.
Well,
It's too
whatever.
much time
Well,
for-
I'll tell you what, let's
You
just
know.
dive straight in.
Anyway, features. We've, well, there's a surprise at the end. Let's not go into that, shall we? But the fans will be pleased to know that we are still doing Dream or Vision.
Yes.
Which, really, we can't not do Dream or Vision because it's got so important.
As you say, pal, it's our bread and butter. It really is. And
It really
at
is.
the end of the day, we was looking back, and it's nearly a year now since we first started this potty.
Yeah.
And the first ever episode, we started with Dream or Vision.
Yeah.
And right now, in this moment, Dream or Vision's still here, and it's still as relevant as it was back then, if you know what I'm saying. I think it is more so,
I think it's fair to say that it exploded.
Yeah, it really has, and I think it's fair to say that astrally, me and you have grown, and I
Yes,
think
we
not
have.
also we have grown, but the audience have grown.
Well,
And it's nice
yes,
to see
that's
that
true.
some of the audience
That
have
is
become
true.
astral as well, and that we are growing our awareness of the astral realm, let's just say.
And the other thing which has grown is our proficiency in singing the world-class theme tune.
Well spoken, pal.
So do you think that right now we should perhaps go straight into it and then we can chat about what's been going on?
We should give a proficient performance to the theme song for the fans, let's just say.
Here we go, fans.
It's Dream or Vision. Don't you wonder sometimes if it's a dream or vision? Well, the jingle gets more world class every week, and the Dukey had a little bit of a jump there.
And
I
a bit
think.
longer.
Yeah, it really was. But hey, come on.
alright.
Whoa.
Put a physical stop in it now.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, the jingle there, absolutely fantastic. And this week for Dream or Vision, the first one of the season.
Yes, well, actually, there's a couple of things I'd like to say about Dream or Vision this week.
It's
if
an
you don't
interesting
mind.
one.
And the reason is because I believe we're now in our third season of it. And using the human calculator brain that I've got, that means there has been 12
It is
Dream or
impressive.
Visions, plus a couple of important updates or
Very
important
impressive.
updates.
Yes.
And as the fans will know, I think it's important we reflect on what's been going on.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now, the fans will know that we have had a bit of trouble in the last couple of seasons with the Dark Lord, the Dark Lord's Master, Dark Lord's Master's Master, and Ralph Little.
Yeah.
And...
and Will Mellor as well.
Oh, God, yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Well,
He's not that dangerous, though, so don't
Nah,
worry.
he's not dangerous. All powerful.
Well, yeah.
But I believe one thing which is important is if people just look back to last season when we both was having terrible astral battles with the Dark Lord. And it came to a point...
Gritty, I'd say.
It was gritty battles. And it came to a point whereby I found myself with astral amnesia.
Yeah.
Only to wake up in what I described as an astral sandbox where people were congratulating me. And I didn't know whether this was some sort of astral trick that was being played on me, or if in fact I had some success in an astral battle.
Yes.
Now, we've never revealed the identity of the Dark Lord.
No.
In the real world, all we said is that he was a figure of authority. Was being the operative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
And he is no longer a figure of authority.
And it seems he's been relieved of his authoritative powers in some
And
ways.
so, as astral experts and veterans, as we are not so
warriors.
naive as to say that we have won the astral war.
And
But I believe the evidence is there that we did win that particular astral battle.
I would agree 100%.
So, all I would say is that this looks to be making some progress.
And it's a bloody good job, pal. 'Cause I tell you what, me and you, we've had the bloody, I tell you, the astral battles we've had, you know.
We've been through the astral ringer.
We really have. And
Yeah.
we've been through astral hell in some ways.
To astral hell and back.
I really have. But, you know, we've come out the other side and it looks like a battle. But as my astral pal here, Elbis, says, we have not won the war yet. So we need your help.
Just keep listening.
Well,
Now, as a second quick astral point I'd like to make as well.
Go on
This
then,
does
pal.
directly relate to today's Dream or Vision.
Yeah, come on.
Now, the fans probably know that Elbis and I never discuss Dream or Visions off the show.
Well, not really, no, pal.
However, this week has been quite unusual because I did receive a facsimile midweek from Elbis here. And he apparently, which I'm looking forward to hearing, has quite a groundbreaking vision this week.
Well, I really do, pal.
But just to say it's very important, the facsimile, I can't say that word, just say facts. The facts, I think that's what the kids are saying nowadays. The facts contained a date.
Technology's moved on now a bit,
And
pal.
that date was something which he had envisioned up. And he wanted me to astrally research it, and I have. But because of that, I don't think mine will make sense until you have revealed what you were on about. So, for once, I do believe that the impetuous one should go for.
Well, I agree with you, pal, 100% Taj, because Now, as you know, we've both got our new fax machines. The fans know our new fax machines have been installed. Yours is on Soupy. And I've managed to get one at home, but that's just because we...
I thought you was putting it in the back of the Elbis mobile.
Oh, well, yeah. I keep taking it out and stuff and putting it back in. It's retrofit.
The dynamo probably needs adjusting.
Yeah. But, you know... anyways, yeah, so... And, you know, I enjoy a good fax. I like sending fax. You know, it makes me feel good. Yeah. But, you know, this week, it was a fax I wanted to send, but I wasn't sure what the
Well, get on with it anyway. What's going on? What was your dream or vision? Let's just say.
Well, all right.
You go, Fog.
Well, I arrived in the astral realm with a plum, let's just say. And, you know, it's... Thinking about, you know, the battle that we've won. Yeah, and, you know, when you've won a battle like we have, it's when you're getting the astral realm, everything feels great, you know. Everything was peaceful, everything was calm. It was like I was in just a normal astral neighbourhood, you know. There was no trouble about. It was a bright
idyllic.
Bright sunny day, you know. It was very scenic, very idyllic, as you say, pal. And just a beautiful day, and this guy invites me in.
Oh yeah.
Well, come on.
All right.
I didn't get an infection like you. Yeah. Well, anyway, he invites me in, and he's a bit of a, you know, he's not old, but he's experienced. Let's just say.
Yes. A man who
I'm
has
not in that way in the
realm.
In the knowledge he has apprehended, let's just say. Oh,
I don't think that's the right word.
Normal things.
Yes.
Basically, but he almost reminded me of like a war veteran in some ways because he had like a cap on.
Yes.
You know when you see in like them bloody films, you know, in America where there's like a guy where he's like got a checkered shirt on or whatever, and he's got like a cap on.
Yes.
Right. And
did he wear?
And he sat in his he did, and he was sat in his chair.
Can I ask the colour?
It was red. It was like sort of red.
Oh, interesting.
It was red, and I think it could have been white stripes down it as well.
Okay. Now I don't like to interrupt, but can I just say, please bear in mind, fans, think back to series 1 where Elbis the Wise met some chap near a skip, or for our American fans, a dumpster. Who said to me, if you can remember my name, you can stay. Yeah. Now, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is. And the interesting thing is, I don't know his name, and I didn't know his name. He never gave me a name, but he sat me down and he said, I need you to remember this. Now, what he said was, I need you to remember...
Wow, I've just thought of something that relates to my vision. Go.
Right.
I'll tell you
later. He said, I need you to remember this. I said, I need you to remember the 1st of July, 1995.
Which, to be completely upfront, that's the date you faxed me, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So I knew that date was coming.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Very interesting.
And the 1st of July, 1995, I need you to remember 1st of July, 1995. Now, I was awoken. The thing is, I was awoken in the physical realm, but I was awoken. I didn't awake naturally. I was disturbed by an alarm.
That's interesting.
Now, because I was disturbed, I had to my body wasn't actually comprehended what was going on. Do you know what I mean? So I sort of
took you a while to catch up.
Yeah, and you know when your memory's not great and you're not really remember, it was a bit like astral amnesia in some ways.
Yeah.
But because he'd emphasised me remembering the 1st of July 1995, I couldn't get it out of my head. I knew. And I've been researching all week what's been going on.
Do you think that was a period of time that your astral being was returning to your physical being? And so that's the bit where you had the astral
Possibly,
amnesia?
yeah. I think so. I do think so. And you know, I've been looking all week, you know, what's been going on the 1st of July 1995. So... Got a bit of a gastro attack there.
Don't know where the thing is.
It's fine. It's alright. It's just a short, just a short and sweet one. You know, but it was like, 1995, 1st of July 1995. I've been looking all week. What's been going on? I haven't found a thing yet, pal. However, I'm not sure if we said 4th of July because that's the way I remembered the 1st of July.
Yeah,
was that I kept thinking it's near Independence Day, which is the 4th of July.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And I kept thinking, right, he wants me to remember something. How can I remember it? It's near Independence Day.
Okay,
it's
so
really
we've
close
got a
to
date
Independence
to
Day.
research.
So I'd probably say the 1st to the 4th of July is probably the research date.
Well, obviously I received the facts.
Wow!
I was
furious facts.
I was actually busy recombobulating supercomputer, which you'll find out about later. Hang on for that. Yes. And I received the facts coming out of the back of supercomputer.
Wow.
I had a look at it and I thought, hang on a minute, this is important because he told me to research the date of the 1st of July 1995.
I did.
And what I thought is I would research it astrally. Now,
interesting choice of research.
Yes,
For me,
I
it
thought
really
I'd
was. I've
research
never seen anyone do
astrally.
that before.
Now, I've always said something, and I think you will agree, that the only vehicle known to man which can reliably transport us backwards in time is the vehicle of music.
I've always said that, pal.
Certainly
I would
have.
absolutely, 100%, completely agree with you, pal.
Yes, thank you very much. And so what I did is I actually looked up the charts, the top 10, or for our American friends, the hit parade, or the hot 10,
Or
they might call it, you know.
top.
What records was the 10 best selling on that day?
Yeah. Come on, pal, get on with it.
And so what I did is I knew them all really well because I was alive in 1995, and I was playing these records through in my mind, and I went for a lay down, and now I never went to sleep, but I went into a deep meditative state.
Well,
And it didn't take me long whatsoever, really. It only took me a few minutes, and then all of a sudden there I was back in 1995. It was unbelievable. Now, to explain this is quite difficult, but it's like I was almost in possession of myself back in 1995, but it was very limited. I could see through my own eyes back then, and I could look around quite freely, but I couldn't hear properly. It was almost as if I was underwater and things were muffled, you know, so I was walking along, and it was a lovely summer's evening, and in my mind it wasn't the 1st of July, it was the 30th of June. Right, so the day before, I'd gone back to the day before, and I was walking along, and I was walking a route which I used to walk quite regularly in those days, and it was from the pub that was near where I grew up to a park which was near where I grew up, only a 5-minute walk, and I was walking that route, and I was with all my great mates from back then, and there was people, like faces there, that I'd forgotten that had existed, but that was there, and I was like, oh God, yeah, I remember that person, you know. I was walking along, and everything was so clear, the details were unbelievable, the bark on the trees. And as I got nearer the park, we walked past a bus shelter. And on the bus shelter was a poster. And on the poster, it like caught my attention, but I couldn't remember what it was, right? Until last night. And this was weird, because last night I was watching telly with Munkers, and an advert for Sky come on. And on the Sky advert, there was Will Smith. And as soon as Will Smith come on the telly, I went, and Munkers was there, I went, it was Bad Boys. On the poster, it was Bad Boys, the film. And so as soon as I did that, I immediately looked on my phone, Bad Boys, see when it was released. And it was released on the 16th of June, 1995. So there's a great chance that it actually was on the poster then.
Right, okay.
Now, so some people might say, a skeptic, if you like, is that I'd sort of hypnotised myself and regressed myself back, and I was remembering things. You know, it was just a marvel of memory. Right. However, I think it was more than that. And there's a couple of reasons why I think it was more than that. Now, first of all, the thing which was the overriding feeling, which was unbelievable, was how much different things were back then, and it was so good. Like compared to nowadays, it was so bad.
Well, it's crap now.
Yeah, it is. But the feeling, I don't know whether it's because there's a lot more electromagnetic pollution nowadays. But I'll tell you how I'd describe it. Imagine there was a frog, right, and it was in a tank of fresh water 25 years ago, and every day somebody come along and started adding a little bit of salt to the water, and after 25 years the frog would be sat there and it wouldn't know any different. But then somebody picked the frog up and put it in a tank with fresh water, it'd be like, oh my God, this water's amazing. And that's what it was like going back to 1995. Now I was awoken unnaturally, the same as you were, by my phone buzzing, and I woke up and I was depressed, and I thought, oh God, this is crap. But then I thought back to the defeating of the Dark Lord, and I thought, then, this is a sign. Those days are coming back, pal. We're going to win this battle. We're going to win this battle for definite. And there's a second thing, which I've only just thought of, which I want to bring in. But this was a positive one, and it's a positive start to the season.
Thank God for this.
We're on the front foot with this battle now. We definitely are. And things in the realm always take a little bit longer to materialise in this realm, don't they?
Now,
but let me just say the second thing really quickly, what I just thought of. I looked down and I looked at my clothes as I was walking around in 1995, and I can remember my outfit. Now, I think it was an outfit I owned, but it's just something really interesting after what you said. I looked at my shoes, and my shoes was Kickers. Don't know if do you know the make Kickers of shoes?
Right.
Called Kickers, and I had a little tag on the laces. My jeans was white, baggy jeans, which was cool in those days. And my shirt was a checked blue and white shirt.
Wow!
Now!
That's interesting, pal.
Because what I'm thinking is, perhaps when you see somebody in the realm who is wearing a checked shirt, perhaps that's a sign that they are indeed a time traveller, as I was in that scenario.
Wow.
So we're now getting to learn the language. Sponge means to punch. Poppadom means face. Vinegar means blood. And if you see someone in a checked shirt, you know they're a time traveller. And the colour of the checks might indicate the direction what they've come, but I hadn't thought that much about that yet.
Wow, okay.
But interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is interesting. Well,
Very
mine was a
interesting.
red, definitely red.
So he might have come back. He might have come forward from the past.
But what I was thinking,
because I come back from the future.
would this guy possibly be the one who you met by the skip?
Exactly. That's the first thing I
Because
thought when you was telling me.
I was thinking,
so he's a time traveller of some sort.
Yeah, and I think he's time traveller. I think he's here to help us out, pal. Whoever this guy is, he wants to help, and it's clear to me that he is helping because we've won the battle, pal.
I think we have.
It's about time we were going to win the war. And I think that is a very positive start to Dream or Vision. A very
really
positive
is,
start to the season, and I'm buzzing about this.
I am.
And so should you be, fans. And if you are, you're bloody.
Exactly. Shall we finish it there, pal?
Well, I think so. Well,
let's do it.
Play the jingle. Don't you wonder sometimes if it's a dream or vision? Well, everyone, that was Dream or Vision. And now it's time for a brand new feature.
Well, let's explain ourselves first of all, shall we? Because the thing is, if you listen to the last episode of the last series, you'll know that we're sick of films.
Oh, I don't want to talk about this, pal.
I've been sick of films since the start of this poddy.
Yep.
I didn't want to do FOTW, or whatever the fans call it, from the off.
It was FOTW.
I just got sick of it. And then eventually you got sick of it as well.
Yeah, I did, pal.
And so we decided we're not doing it anymore. No matter if it's the fan favourite or not. This isn't the fan show. This is the Elbis and Elbis
That's
show.
true. And the thing is, you know, you can all say, oh, God, what you got rid of it for? It's my favourite. Well, sometimes it's not all about you. So shut up.
And what it is, it's like we thought, that we'd maybe show some appreciation for the attractive female entities who cross our paths on a daily basis.
Yes.
And so we've developed a feature, and with this last segment of the show, you know, we've got a lot of room to manoeuvre and we can do what we want. So we just want to try this little feature, don't we?
Yeah. And I think, instead of giving the name of the feature, why don't we just play the jingle?
Let's play the jingle, pal.
It's the Elbis and Elbis Bird of the Week.
Well, the new feature is the entity of
attractive
the week.
female entity of the week.
Yes.
Refreshes our lives in the past week
yes.
or whatever it is.
And
Let's just say.
the thing is, Elbis and Elbis as global megastars like we are, and we don't like to go on about it, but unfortunately for some, fortunate for the duo of Elbi and Elba, we have come across some good
attractive female entities in the past
beautiful
few weeks.
entities.
And we just want to show some appreciation to them. And if they want to get in touch, then they know the email.
Send us an email, Elbis and Elbis at Gmail.
Elbis and Elbis world class email at gmail.com. Get it right this time, because we do want these to email us, don't we?
Yeah, please.
So anyway, we're going to just speak a little bit, you know, each of us about the
entity
that we have seen or encountered this week. And I don't know, do you want to go Fog or?
Well, I'll go Fog if you want, pal.
Go on.
The entity of the week is a woman called Vicky.
Oh.
Aisha.
Wow, that's an interesting name.
It's an interesting name, and by God.
As in like a holy man of God.
No, not Vicar, as in like Vicky.
Oh, okay.
Vicky.
Yeah. Vicky.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just speaking Elbis for a minute.
Sorry,
pal. Sorry about that. Well, yeah, she. Well,
so what do you like about her?
Well, I think she's a good woman in the way she appears and her.
She sounds alright.
Properties that she owns are refreshing to look at.
I see. Now, where did you encounter this?
Well, I've encountered her a few times, let's just say.
Not in real life, though.
Just on Instagram. Just on Instagram, to be honest.
I was going to say.
But, you know, she wants... Well, I don't know. But I'm sure she met me in real life. And Vicky, if you're listening, just send me a message and we can make that happen, love.
She's almost certainly got some decent blood.
Yes!
Honestly.
Listen, if she's got a bloke, I'd like to have her have one look at me, and I can guarantee that bloke wouldn't exist anymore.
Well, I tell you
I'm not saying I'd get rid of him. I'm just saying that she'd get rid of him.
And what's her name again? Vicky what?
Vicky Aisha.
I see. And is she English or anything? Or?
Well, it seems that she's Australian, pal.
Well, I'll tell you what.
She's an Antipodean ally.
There is a high standard of entity that lives below the equator. I know, because I've been.
Well,
won't want to go again.
Yeah. Well, that won't surprise me.
Get stuffed. I meant to Australia.
You probably want to go to Thailand, knowing you.
Get stuffed.
Well,
anyway, the thing is, if there are any Antipodean entities that would like to come and see me, just come to England. In any case, so right, so is that your description finished?
Just type in Elbis and Elbis Studio on Google Maps and you'll find us.
Is that your description finished?
Well,
it's alright if it is, because I need to, because you don't really know what's been going on with the supercomputer.
Well,
and now that it's final, so I can just quickly explain that.
The thing is, pal, I've been thinking a way to sort of get a good review of an entity would be almost like, you know, like how we've, you know, when we've got like the album reviews, we always have a rating system.
Don't worry. We don't necessarily need a rating system, but I've recombobulated old supercomputer to actually do something brilliant.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you remember from the last season that we had the command, which was P-run, which was called picture run, so it would show a picture.
Oh, yeah, P-run, yeah.
Now, what I've done is, if you can just... Actually, you need to pre-prepare a punch card.
Don't worry about that, pal. I've got one.
Oh, have you got one?
Yeah. Just one second, pal.
Nice one. So what you need to do is, you need to insert the pre-prepared punch card.
Where's the punch card? I'll put it over there. Sorry, pal. I left it over there. Here we
go. So you need to... Right, listen carefully, though, because this is complicated.
Go on.
You need to insert the pre-prepared punch card.
Okay.
You then need to type P-run, but this is very important. Type register A afterwards. Right. And it'll then stick it in register A in the memory.
Right.
Okay. So that's the punch card.
So what am I typing in now?
You're typing in P-run this time. That'll get us the image.
Yeah.
And then register A at the end, and that'll store it.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
So we need to get the actual picture up.
Right. Okay. Sec.
Oh God! Why did I let you know this? Do you want me to do it?
Yeah. Well, I don't need you, pal. Honestly. Honestly. It's super being a.
Then register A.
Okay.
Well, actually, completely different to what I was expecting from you, really. I mean, I would say that is well stocked and well on display. Piece of
refurbished
merchandise, if I'm honest.
Anyway, pal, come on.
It's mine. Yeah.
What's yours all about?
Well, mine ain't quite as in your face as that, if I'm quite honest. Well, I tried to be more subtle with mine than what you.
Pal, come on, stop
clearly
staring at.
have.
Stop staring at.
I can tell what you look at, oh wait. In any case, what it was with me is, have you heard of this TikTok? Well, it don't matter anyway. It's this new thing. And I'm not going on it because I believe it to be mind control. However, I do go on that YouTube. And on YouTube, they've been putting these new things on called shorts, right? Wow. And what it is, it's the same sort of thing as TikTok. And they're trying to lure me in. I know they are to control my mind. And somehow it knows that I have an affinity for attractive entities. Right. And it keeps coming up and I'm thinking, I'm not clicking on it. I'm not clicking on it. Yes. And then this attractive entity kept coming up. And what it was is she rides around in a golf cart. Just a regular member of society. She rides around in a golf cart and she takes beers and things for blokes who are playing golf. And to be fair, now if I was to describe this entity, she is somewhat well stocked in the top shelf. Let's just say. And in the bottom shelf, she is amply stocked. Although not as well stocked as the one that you've just shown me.
Could knock us some points.
But more than happy. I'd be more than happy. There'd be plenty there for me. Now, in terms of the fascia, I thought really, really nice. Okay. And what I do like is there is not a lot of artificial work that is apparent. Or in other words, she does not appear that Luciferian to me. But there was one problem. Because I clicked on the video. I better see what she's trying to say.
What's going on,
And vocally, she was a little bit annoying. But by pressing the mute button,
yes.
I found it to be an altogether pleasurable
experience. It sounds alright to me, pal. So have you got this pre-prepared punch card?
Yes. Here's the pre-prepared punch card. And what I've pre-prepared on there is Cassie Holland, it's called.
Wow!
So you need to insert that. Same command you put in last time, but instead of register A, it's register B. Just remember, register B. Oh, God.
Right, that's in, pal.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so it's the same thing. So
register B this time, though.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yes!
You see what I'm saying, don't you, pal?
I see what you're saying.
There is a bit of a naturalness there as well.
So don't get me wrong.
Well,
if I was to see this Cassie Holland compared to my entity, my entity seems to leave the front door open, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, I know what you mean. Let's be honest, pal.
Cassie seems to be latch on.
Yes, but
you know what I'm saying.
Often it's nice to imagine certain things than it is to just have a.
Makes me think.
I was going to say shoved in my face. I don't mind them shoved in my face one bit. Anyway,
wouldn't mind being on the golf course and her bringing me some refreshments.
Oh yes, it would be refreshing, wouldn't it?
Maybe hitting a hole in one.
Oh
yes.
Yes.
Oh yes. Yes.
She'd get my bloody father.
I'd put her in a bloody bunk.
I'd probably get the wood out.
Yes. I'd put her in a bloody bunk.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Anyway, the final judgment. I mean, it's both two great
entities is what Elbis is going to say.
However, two great ones. There's no winner and loser
now, the
really.
thing is, pal,
but
what I need to
listen. I have recombobulated Soupy to be able to run the special algorithm, the new algorithm, and Soupy will decide which Soupy prefers.
Well, so we're letting Soupy decide who the best entity is. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, if Soupy had any knowledge, he'd probably pick my boy.
Well, let's wait and see. Now, there is a modification. I don't know if you've noticed that new bulge down there. Well, the thing is, what I've done is I've installed a dot matrix printer upside down into Soupy. So just with a new command, all you have to do is type it. It will then print out the winner, but it'll be upside down, so we won't see it. So what's going to happen is you're going to type the command I'm going to tell you. Then it's going to get printed out. Then you're going to rip it off. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, turn it over and see who is the entity of the week. Okay, so the command you need to know is it is p print a b, and that adds the registers together. No, you need to be up there, pal. Adds the registers together. Okay, so it's p print a b.
Okay, here it goes.
So you see what's going on?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So the paper's coming up upside down, so we don't really know what's.
I'm looking forward to see who this is, pal.
I know.
No, just your entity, pal. It's like I think my entity could edge it because of her revealing.
Yeah, it depends what mood you're in. It's like class versus trash.
Seems. I think it's done. Let's have a look at this, pal.
Right, count to three. Count to three.
All right, I've got it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah!
No way!
Soupy!
Soupy!
Oh, yes.
Well, it's clear to see you've rigged this bloody Soupy, just like you rigged the wheel.
Well,
God, I'm sick of this. Well, in a way, though.
Soupy clearly agrees with me anyway.
The thing is, mine want a bad entity.
Great entity.
Neither was yours, and if Soupy wants to go yours, that's fine. Because,
2 great entities.
At the end of the day, 2 great entities, and I'd say congratulations to them both.
That's why it's a friendly competition. And if either of you want to email us,
Elbis and Elbis.
Elbis and Elbis, world-class email at gmail.com, or leave a comment. And you're both great. Yeah. And it wasn't us that decided between you. It was the supercomputer.
And I'll see you soon, Vicky, if you don't mind.
Well. And if Cassie's watching, just address it to Elbow the Wise. You won't regret it.
I guess stuff.
Anyway, I think that's it for
I think it is season 3,
episode 1.
That was it. I hope you all enjoyed that episode in a way.
Yeah.
And well, that's it really.
There's the ending you always like to do.
That ending, yeah.
We haven't done it for a while.
Yeah, I haven't done it for a while. But I'm sorry, everyone. I just keep thinking about Vicky. But well, we've been Elbis and Elbis, and I guess you've been world class in a way.
What's going on with Elvis? Elvis.